What investigators found will shock you. The news has finally broken. After months of speculation, rumors, and unanswered questions, authorities have caught a suspect in the tragic passing of Menglong. For fans, analysts, and the public alike, this marks a turning point. A moment that could finally shed light on one of the most puzzling and heartbreaking cases in recent memory. Menglong, a beloved figure whose talent and charisma touched millions, vanished from the spotlight under mysterious circumstances. His disappearance sparked immediate concern, with fans flooding social media with questions, theories, and fears. Why did it happen? Who was responsible? And could it have been prevented? Now, with a suspect in custody, some of these questions may finally find answers. Authorities have not released the full details of the investigation, but sources close to the case confirm that the suspect's capture came after a painstaking examination of digital evidence, eyewitness reports, and surveillance footage. Investigators reportedly identified discrepancies in travel logs, interviews, and activity records that eventually led them to the individual. The public is desperate to know, who is this person? What role did they play? And what did investigators uncover once they were apprehended? Early reports suggest that investigators found a trail of evidence implicating the suspect. From phone records to bank transactions, digital communications to physical surveillance, each piece of the puzzle added to the mounting case. The details remain confidential, but insiders hint that the findings are shocking and unprecedented in their scope. It appears that the suspect may have been involved in actions leading directly to Menglong's tragic passing, actions that were previously unknown to the public. The arrest has reignited discussions about the circumstances surrounding his final days. Fans and commentators have revisited every public appearance, every social media post, every interview. People are combing through old footage, looking for signs, clues, or warnings that Menglong may have left behind. Some argue that subtle gestures and micro-expressions hinted at awareness of danger long before anyone else realized it. Investigators reportedly worked for weeks before making the arrest. They analyzed CCTV footage from locations Menglong had visited. They cross-referenced digital footprints. They interviewed associates, employees, and witnesses. The investigation was meticulous, slow, careful, and it required piecing together fragmented data that at first seemed meaningless. And in doing so, they finally found the connection that pointed to the suspect. The public reaction has been intense. Fans express relief that progress is being made, but also anxiety about what this means. Many hope the suspect will provide answers. Others fear that the truth might be darker than anyone anticipates. Social media is flooded with posts like, "Finally, some justice for Menglong. What they found must be terrifying. I'm afraid to know the truth." Does this mean the case is over? Or just beginning? The mix of relief, fear, and curiosity perfectly illustrates the gravity of the situation. Forensic and digital evidence reportedly played a critical role. Investigators were able to trace communications, locate digital devices, and confirm interactions between the suspect and people around Menglong. In addition, surveillance footage from multiple angles confirmed the suspect's presence in areas previously thought unrelated. This convergence of evidence, both digital and physical, is what led to the suspect's capture. One of the most striking aspects of the case is how long the suspect operated under the radar. Reports suggest that the individual had meticulously covered their tracks. Deleted messages, altered logs, attempts to erase connections. But investigators emphasize that no cover-up is perfect. Small inconsistencies, overlooked patterns, or minor mistakes can unravel even the most carefully planned actions. And in this case, those small mistakes were enough to finally point investigators in the right direction. The suspect's motives remain unclear to the public. Some speculate financial gain. Others suggest personal conflict. There are whispers of industry politics, disputes, and hidden pressures. While nothing has been confirmed, the arrest itself implies involvement in events leading to Menglong's passing. And it raises the question, how much did the public truly know about the circumstances behind his disappearance? Menglong's fans have been revisiting his final appearances with renewed scrutiny. Every gesture, every glance, every subtle expression is being analyzed. Many believe he left signs, hidden warnings or subtle messages, that something was amiss. Some think the suspect may have been aware of these warnings, or even influenced by them. The interplay between the suspect's actions and Menglong's awareness is now a central focus of public discussion. Authorities have urged the public to remain patient. While the suspect is in custody, investigations are ongoing. Interrogations, forensic analyses, and legal procedures must be completed before a full picture emerges. But the capture has already shifted the narrative. Instead of endless speculation, there is now a tangible lead. Instead of uncertainty, there is a path toward understanding. Some sources hint that the evidence recovered from the suspect may include communications, digital files, or physical items directly linked to the events leading to Menglong's death. While details are not yet public, investigators emphasize that the material could provide unprecedented insight into the circumstances surrounding the tragic event. The public awaits confirmation, but the anticipation is palpable. The arrest also raises broader questions about industry safety and accountability. Menglong was a beloved figure, admired for his talent, dedication, and charm. Fans wonder, could this tragedy have been prevented? Were warning signs ignored? And what responsibility do industry stakeholders bear in ensuring the safety of artists? The case has sparked debate not only about the suspect but about the environment that allowed such events to occur. Meanwhile, the suspect remains in custody under strict supervision. Authorities are reportedly conducting interviews, verifying alibis, and collecting further evidence. Legal experts suggest that a formal indictment may follow once investigators are confident the case is airtight. But even with the arrest, the public is left with lingering questions. Social media has become a hub for speculation and theory crafting. Fans, commentators, and independent investigators examine footage, past interviews, and posts for clues. Some argue the arrest confirms long-held suspicions. Others claim the full truth will only emerge as the investigation unfolds. But everyone agrees on one thing. This development changes the conversation entirely. The capture of a suspect also brings a measure of relief to Menglong's fans and supporters. After months of uncertainty, fear, and unanswered questions, the arrest marks a tangible step toward justice. It demonstrates that authorities are taking the case seriously, following leads, and prioritizing thorough investigation over speculation. Yet, caution remains necessary. While the suspect is in custody, the investigation is far from